I see a bad moon rising. All right, so that's where we're going. The first thing that I want to start with, though, is the strumming. You know, I was showing you the chords there while strumming. We're just going to focus on this hand first. So the reason I want to focus with this hand is usually people are beginning guitar, and even myself when I was beginning, you really focus on this hand a lot because it looks like it's doing all the moving, and often, you know, when you see people playing guitar, they are usually looking at this hand. But really, this hand is only, even though it's kind of doing a lot of movement, it's only responsible for the pitch of the sounds that's coming out. This is the hand that is getting the rhythm going. It's responsible for the volume. It's not even going to make any sound if it doesn't matter what crazy stuff I'm doing over here. We're not even going to get any sound if I don't use this hand. This is the hand that gets people dancing. It keeps the groove. Very important and often overlooked. So I just wanted to stress firsthand that we practice this hand first. So we got two strumming patterns that we're going to work on here, two kind of main ones. And one of them is kind of a generic one. It was the first one that I learned. That's going to help you if you want to go on and learn some other songs too. It's called I call it down, down, up, up, down. And I'll show you why. So the first thing that we want to notice is that your right hand is always just going up and down in beat. Even if you aren't always hitting the strings, you want it to keep going up and down. So for this down, down, up, up, down pattern, we're going to go. So now, most people when they're beginning, when they hear that, their tendency is to go. It's very, very important. We want to practice keeping this arm moving. It's just like a little motor, just kind of keeping the rhythm of the song going. And so you're not always gonna hit the string. Sometimes you're just floating above it, but it's very important to keep that rhythm going. So we're gonna do that down, down, up, up, down. So I'm gonna do it really slowly here. It's always best to go slow, especially in the beginning when it's just totally new for your brain and it's kind of feeling like it's doing 5 things at once. So we're gonna go real slow here. We'll go down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. All right. So that's gonna be one thing you're gonna want to practice a little bit every day. So that's pattern 1. Pattern 2, we're gonna talk about it a little bit differently. I'm gonna count this one out. You might have heard musicians count before, especially when they're starting a song. You might hear them go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna use that method here for how we're strumming here. And what you're gonna notice is I'm gonna say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Every time I say a number, like 1 or 2, I'm going to be strumming down. Every time I say an and, I'm going to be going up. So for example, it'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Alright? So, our next pattern is going to sound like this. Alright, so I'm going to count that. We go 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. Alright? Now to give you a little context, just because sometimes it's a little confusing, you might wonder why we're doing this, I'll kind of play it with the chords here just so you can see where we're going. So we're going to start with the second pattern. We'll go 2, 3, and 4. So actually the second half of that is even easier because we're just doing 1, 2, 3, 4. So that part is just 4 downstrokes. So since the first part is a little bit trickier because you got that and 4 in there, I just want to stress that you're gonna have to practice that a little more. You might not have to practice the 4 downs quite as much, but in the end, when we put it all back together, that will be a part of it. So now for our practice, I just want to kind of separate those two strumming patterns. So we got the first one, which is a good generic strumming pattern that you can use for some other songs if you want to learn. The down, down, up, up, down. Down, up, down. All right. Then the other one, which we counted, is 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. All right. So those are our two main strumming patterns that you're going to want to strum. And next we'll get into some chords.